Welcome back everyone. It's been a while since I have posted any video on this channel and I would like to apologize for the same. So today we'll be trying out the engine oil from Mobil, which is a 10w40 semi-synthetic blend. It comes with a JASO MA2 rating and a slightly outdated API-SL rating. But it met almost all the OEM requirements since the bike in which this was going to be used was a 2003 Hero Honda Splendor, which till today hasn't witnessed any semi-synthetic or fully synthetic oils. It was only being used with minerals oils till date. It has currently covered 47,600 kilometers on mineral oil. So I decided to give this reliable workhorse of our home a little treat. The Mobil Super Moto 10w40 which was used is a synthetic blend and is not a fully synthetic oil like the Moto 10w40 or the Mobil 1 Racing or even the Shell Advance Ultra. The viscosity index of this oil is 150, which is comparatively better than its mineral counterparts. But if you want the best semi-synthetic engine oil for your ride, then go with the Moto 5100 series. It is ester based and is comparatively a better oil with better viscosity index ratings and better TBN numbers. Now coming to the bike itself. This bike was purchased in the year 2003 and has a BS3 emission compliance. The manual recommends 20w40 for the engine, whereas the newer Splendors come with a 10w30 grade recommendation. The API ratings that have been specified were obsolete even when the bike was sold. So I guess not a lot was required by this engine. You can clearly see the manual recommends 20w40 API SF SG grade and for some purposes even as low as SC grade. So the slightly lower API rating on the oil was not a concern at all for me. The change in grade was performed because I wasn't able to get any 20w40 semi or fully synthetic oil in the market. Also, I feel 20W is a bit higher and might make the engine to run dry for a few seconds. So I decided to use 10w40 instead of 20w40. So first let's remove the dipstick. Make sure you clean the area around the dipstick as there might be a chance that dust particles can get into your engine while opening the cap. It will be great if you could wash your bike before performing the oil change. Next, remove the drain bolt using a 17mm ring spanner or ratchet. Wait for the oil to be drained. I would recommend you to keep the engine cool before changing the oil, as this is the time when the oil will be most thinned. This will make the oil to flow out much easier. Now I have not used any engine flush as I feared that since this engine is quite old that carbon deposits in the engine might be sealing things and I didn't wanted any carbon to be removed. After draining the oil, collect it in a bottle and dispose it off properly. You can give it to any of the mechanics and most of them will take it for free. Please do not throw it in sewage lines. Now clean off that drain plug. Cleaning the drain plug is an important step as there might be dust particles that can get introduced in the engine and might start causing uneven wear and tear. After cleaning off the drain plug, clean the surface where the drain plug seats with the engine block. After cleaning it, apply some fresh oil on the washer on both sides as this will enhance the life of the washer and will also provide a better sealing. Now let's tighten the drain bolt. Don't tighten it too much as this might damage the block and then it might need resurfacing. Just tighten it with loose hand until you cannot turn it any further. Now just turn it for a quarter round. This should be enough. Now let's fill the oil in the crankcase. The dipstick is already opened, so we now pour oil into the crankcase. Pour it keeping the bottle sideways as this helps to pour oil in a much more consistent manner with minimal spills. be sure to fill it at a safe level. This bike requires about 750 ml of oil during oil changes. Thankfully, the bottle came with markings, and so I was sure not to overfill the crankcase, as this might create some serious problems of its own. A little less oil or a little more oil won't cause any harm to your engine. After filling the oil, check for oil level using dipstick and any leaks from the drain bolt. The oil level should be between the top end and the lower end. Any level lower or above these marks will pose a problem for your engine. Now let's start the engine and let it idle for some time. Here's a comparison of how the bike sounded before with the old oil and now with the new oil on startup. You can clearly hear the difference between the two oils. The bike on previous oil was idling a bit rough and was also idling at a little bit higher RPM. But with the new oil, we can definitely hear the little bit lower idling and bit of smoothness in the engine. The gear shifts only improved like 5% of originally what it was. The newer oil caused the RPM to drop a little bit. I'll post a detailed review of the oil on this channel after sufficient kilometers have been clocked on the bike. Now, if you have liked the content, be sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, and I'll be back with another video pretty soon.